Jero says that he has known the master of insects for a long time, and they are work colleagues. Kinisaki sees the photo and does not want to go to his wedding. Then a butterfly arrives with a message saying for her to attend the event with Jero because he wants to thank personally for him being helping Hikaru to find the love of his life. Jero also says that he does not know what to wear and needs help. Kinisaki sees that Tashiki is a good person and changes her mind and says that a wedding is a good opportunity for Jero to find someone special for him too. The day of the wedding arrives, and there it is full of insects playing with the children. Some very cute, such as giant ladybugs and butterflies. Kinisaki sees that this world is very crazy. Then comes a guy with strange hair with some needles and throws them at Jero's face. But nothing happens to Jero. The crazy subject is his friend who says that Hikaru lost the form and has been using too much his hereditary mutation. Because of the friendship, he will charge only 80% of the value. Jero is rich, so he pays without trouble, and he introduces the buddy to Kinisaki. He is Tsunaji, the acupuncturist, one of his best friends together with Tashiki, master of insects. Tsunaji calls his brats because they are going to have fun at the park on the weekend. And the three are the face of the father. That's crazy. Tsunaji says that Kinisaki must go through a hard time with Jero to get a girlfriend for him. He says that that is indeed so. Then the beautiful couple arrives being carried by a giant butterfly, Tashiki Hanamaki and Anna Kawakita. Jero remembers the past where he received a call from Tashiki and saved some people from some scoundrels who did human trafficking. When he arrived at the park, Jero said that there is no use flattering him because his grandma will not give special treatment to Tashiki's family. Tashiki does not want any of that. He only wanted to drink together with Jero. But on that day, it was a juice because he was underage and Tashiki only wanted to be Hikaru's friend. Kinisaki says that she missed the story of how the couple met. Anna was lost in the middle of a climb and Tashiki helped her with his cute little spiders. The couple goes to the altar and make their vows to one another to always be together. Jero asks if one day he will have a love of that type for himself, and Kinisaki says that yes, because she is by his side and will help him. Not everything is beautiful, because there's a weirdo wanting to make a mess at Tashiki's wedding party, and Jero notices the enemy's murderous intent, and together with Julia Jr., the pink spider, he will prevent the happiest moment of his friend's life from being a disaster. After 5 minutes, the bum wants the mercenaries that he hired to annihilate all the guests at the party, and during the confusion, the delinquent will find a way to deal with Tashiki's bride. However, he does not even notice that Jero and Julia have already taken care of those ridiculous mercenaries. The plan went down the drain. Then the random guy launches missiles at Jero and forms a labyrinth of flames. Then it cuts to the villain's flashback, where he was a poor fellow all in debt and with the apartment dirty. So to get rid of the debts, he sold himself to an evil ventriloquist and underwent a surgery where they placed bombs in his legs, arms, and head. He went out into the street telling whoever he wanted to F off and lost his arms in the process and did not even care. That made him happy. Then Tashiki arrived and had compassion for him and removed the bomb from his head through a bee. The guy wants to kill who saved him because he does not accept such humiliation. After the incident, the ventriloquist gave him prostheses in the arms and legs that also explode. Jero emerges from the flames intact and tells Kinisaki to make the speech for him. Julia placed him in a web cocoon and saved him from the explosion. Now the weirdo is in trouble while the party goes on and Kinisaki reads Jero's speech. He is dealing with the crazy guy outside, and although it seems a little difficult, he together with Julia managed to send him flying. Then Yamada receives a call from the ventriloquist saying that he removed his limiters, and thus the guy flies like Iron Man and is going to explode everything at Tashiki's wedding. However, when he sees the master of insects with his smile and pure empathy, he gives up telling him to F off and releases the missiles into the sky, which forms a beautiful light for the end of the wedding speech. That said, the sunset appears and the couple ends the event happy. Tashiki thanks Kinisaki for helping his friend Jero. She may have helped the boy a lot, but everything started when they met. His Hanamaki family uses venomous insects and other poisonous animals. The Tsunaji acupuncturists use poisonous needles. They are smaller families that serve one of the 5 great families, the Jero family. This hierarchy is absolute. At the top of the food chain are the Jero, Arima, Dugo, Kirishima, and Nasu families. There are masters and professionals in auxiliary families like his. If someone of lower rank was ordered to die, he must obey without questioning. One day his father took Tashiki to meet the Jero family and taught him the importance of always obeying in order to stay alive in this line of work. Their lives are worth nothing. However, Hikaru never believed in that. Afterwards, Tsunaji and Tashiki bow and thank Kinesaki for looking after their friend and helping him in this crazy undertaking. At night, Jiro wishes that Tashiki be immensely happy and the couple goes away on the giant butterfly carrying them. In a parking lot, there is a guy who finished off one more of his targets, and for him it was very normal. A woman sends him a list with his newest target and wishes him good luck in the cleaning of the professionals. The new character has Hikaru Jiro as his target. Jiro and Kinesaki are in the moment of intense dating training. Jiro has to learn everything about claw machines and other things in order to be a captivating boyfriend for his future love. The problem is that this claw machine that only steals our money is difficult, and Jiro has already lost more than 10,000 yen in this thing. So he goes to the hammer game, and there the guy crushes it with his physical abilities, scoring perfectly. Kinesaki is impressed, but says that this will not attract any woman. Right after that, the two go take some photos together, and Jiro becomes completely stiff and does not make any pose. Kinesaki comments about the so-called assassin hunter who is roaming around out there telling professionals to F off. The reason for these incidents is unknown, but the guy is certainly skilled. Dan and Kushima, two professionals, were told to F off easily. The masters are the apex of the assassin pyramid. It is difficult for someone with combat ability capable of winning like that to appear. Kinesaki tells Jiro to be careful, and a beautiful young woman is spying on them. The photos are ready, but Jiro does not think this is fun, and Kinesaki angrily says that women do not like hearing that on a date. He says that this is a memory that they had fun. Jiro has to be happy if his partner gets excited too. Jiro does not have to force himself, but it is good to enjoy the happy moment with the person by his side. The two are leaving, and then the bubbly pink-haired girl appears. She wants to have a conversation with Jiro, but before that she also wants to take some photos together with Jiro, and does so. The three go talk at the snack shop, and Kimi Arashiyama has a request for Jiro and had been waiting for the perfect moment for some time. Kinesaki says that she could use the clandestine line if it is some service proposal. Kimi says that a beauty of that level going to him is already a blessing. Kinesaki and Jiro see that it is a waste of time and leave, but Kimi says to wait and that she will speak seriously now. She wants to talk about the assassin hunter. Actually, Kimi is also a professional and asks Hikaru Jiro to protect her from this maniac who is out there on the loose by being her bodyguard. Now, they really are going to leave. Why protection if she is also a master? Kimi says that she is not good in combat and because of that needs help. Jiro says that they can at least hear what she has to say. Because for a professional to ask for help from someone outside their family, it means that the business is ugly and she no longer sees a way out. With those words, Kimi almost faints and falls even more in love with Hikaru. He holds her so she does not fall to the ground, and Kimi is almost going to the better one just from being in Jiro's arms. Kimi hugs him and says that he is very perfect. They're drawing too much attention. However, Kimi is very happy that her safety is guaranteed now, and she laughs beautifully for having managed it, then reveals that she is a master too, and starts making a rodent noise, and here comes a hamster. Kimi is the hamster master, and this little one is serious, very cute, him eating a seed. Kimi is from the lineage of beast tamers. She is a specialist in gathering information and forming strategies. Jiro says that not all masters are combat type. He himself is a specialist in ambushes and poisonings, obviously, but even so the guy fights like a black belt. Kimi's family is going crazy looking for a way to stop him. There is no way for her to ask someone from the family for help because nobody cares about her, who is from an auxiliary family. Before, her family was specialist in taming rats and they were respected, but time passed and the family spread out and they are at a point of having their title revoked. Kimi also never told someone to F off. When she went to the meeting with the other members, everything important had already been discussed. They say that someone like her, who has a normal job and does not have any practical ability to kill, only serves as a human shield. She thanks him for the day and was leaving. She knows that she cannot hire someone from one of the 5 great families. She at least met her idol before dying. Jiro accepts the job and is going to help Kimi. Kinesaki thinks that Jiro is becoming more attractive, and Kimi comes running to hug Jiro and cries with happiness. Now the three are stuck together, and Kinesaki thinks that Kimi is the most eccentric of all so far, but it may be that it works out with Jiro since both are masters. She's going to do a tour with them and introduce the other tamers, but when they get there, everyone is dead, and their animals stayed there worried about them. That said, the assassin hunter is right there and stares at them. Jero tells Kinisaki and Kimi to run away and is stabbed in the gut. The hunter says that he saved him time by going there. Now he can finish the job. The thing got serious, and this is the most powerful enemy of all. The girls run away, and Jero avoided a deeper cut by a hair. He knows that this guy is another level, and the crazy guy cuts the building with only a knife. This is not normal even for a master of the families. Jero does not have enough time, so he is going to inject 2 syringes at once and give his maximum, hypervision toxin and hypertrophy toxin. He lands some good blows with everything on the hunter and sends him flying. But the thing is not going to be easy. The guy comes back calmly, as if he had been exercising. He is on the cell phone and discovers that Jero earns extra income on the clandestine network and does not understand how a guy from one of the 5 great families would need to work like that to have money. He climbed up carrying an immense sign and is ready to finish everything. Jero is not going to slack off, but the fight is not looking favorable for the protagonist. Jero cannot keep up with him. The crazy thing is that the hunter is kind to animals and does not want them to get hurt in his fight. The hunter says that he is just a normal person and says that it is not a lie. He is not from any family and all his relatives are teachers. Jero understands and thinks that he may have had a sudden mutation, said to be capable of surpassing even hereditary mutations cultivated for generations. He is a true anomaly. Jero goes beyond his limit and uses a triple dose. The problem is that his body reaches the limit and he starts bleeding and falls to the ground, being close to having an overdose. The hunter goes to him to put an end to people like Jero who spread the seed of evil through the world. Jero only asks one last thing, that Kinisaki and Kimi stay out of this. At that moment, Sirius arrives to defend Jero, and Kimi says not to touch Jero. He has nothing to do with sowing evil. He, who is so kind and accepting to protect her, would never do horrible things. Kimi is willing to sacrifice herself for her beloved idol. Then she summons the hamster squad and forms a constellation with her hereditary mutation. But that does nothing and is only for a little show. Here the mood was broken and the hunter gives up killing Jero and is going to take him to a hospital. The hunter says that he has never seen a professional like Jero, so he gave up eliminating him. Jero says that he can leave him there because he can treat himself with this level of injuries. The hunter's name is Pichi Nakagawa, and he says that his objective is to put an end to the Beast Tamers, one of the 5 great families. He wants to eliminate all the bad people so that he and his girlfriend can have a cafe and live in peace. Pichi wants to know if Kimi knows anything about the Tamer family. She, as she is from the auxiliary family, says that she has never even seen the face of the people above, but says that this necklace is given to the auxiliary family. That said, the necklace knocks her down and Kimi becomes injured. Then a bat appears and the tamer talks through it, saying that the necklace is alive and is sucking Kimi's blood. If someone tries to remove it, it is over for Kimi. Now Kimi only has 3 days of life. He cannot let cattle from a servant family try to run away. Then he makes the invitation for Pichi and Jero to go to the HQ of the Dugo family, the Beast Tamers. The island where the Dugo Kingdom of Animals is. My good man, what an incredible episode. New potential love interest for Jero, and this one is highly respectable, and Pichi is an interesting character who for now is going to be an ally, which caught me by surprise. Leave a like, share the video if you liked it, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss anything, and check the description for more recaps. Thanks for the support as always, and see you.